Hi everybody.
Hey everybody, my name is Shelcy,
I'm Angelica.
and together we're two random girls. Today is just like I don't know, random assortment of conversation.
Yeah, it's like let's say pop culture. Is it pop culture? Like trending
Trending
topics,
topics, yeah.
and then history for some reason. But first we're gonna start off trending topics. So I just showed Chelsea that video of the bride showing her like undies to the groomsmen. Because she's so cute. She just wants to do something cool and
Yeah, she's so quirky.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna lie. I did see a comment being like, "Oh, but it's like when you're wearing a bathing suit, like they see it and like she was just wearing undies," which I'm like,
It's not the same thing. I feel like you could
Yeah.
try and argue that, but I really don't think it's the same thing. Like it's the connotation. When you're wearing a bathing suit at the beach or at the pool, it's different. You're supposed to be wearing a bathing suit, but when you're
getting
it's why it's
married.
called flashing. Like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people not expecting to see you're fully clothed, and and then you go like, and then she closes it. She doesn't leave it open. That's how you know that it's not something that's
Yeah.
supposed to be shown. To your, I don't
No,
understand.
you're right. I feel like I'm not gonna sit here and be like it wasn't insane. It wasn't cool. Like it wasn't bad thing. Like I don't know. Like I think it was. I would definitely never do it at my wedding.
Yeah.
Do I judge her? A little bit. I
Mhm.
think it's weird that she did that. I think there's no necessity for it for real.
Mhm.
But I mean, like maybe that's what her and her boyfriend like husband like. I don't know. To me, I think that's so disrespectful for to the husband.
Yeah, and embarrassing. If it was normal, she should have walked around in her underwear and bra. Like that should have been her wedding dress. She didn't even need a dress.
Yeah.
Like,
But I guess the picture is cool. Like when, like the picture of her, and then all the people like confused, like me trying to defend her. I don't know.
I just think it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because like, why do you? I think I also heard about a Reddit story that was like this, where this wife flashed her. They were it was the boyfriend and his friends. They were watching a football game at their house, and his wife came in and she just like flashed her boobs to them and like walked away, and he was so embarrassed.
But like my thing is, why would they ever do something like that?
I don't get
That was insane though.
Yeah, that one was insane. Like, and so he did get a little crazy. Like, I think she was drunk. And he probably got like really controlling, like, and abusive. Like, but I do think that the initial,
Yeah.
like, with the abusive side, like, I feel like that sounds crazy, but like, just talking about the initial act. Even if he wasn't abusive and he got angry, just like regularly angry, and was like, I don't want to talk to you for a while, like that's really embarrassing. Why would you go out your way to
Ever.
do that? And why
For
are you
my
so
friends?
drunk that like, and you're in the house, like why are you so drunk on like a football Sunday
Yeah.
that you gotta let it come flash me and my friends?
No,
like,
or so when you get drunk, this is how you
This
get.
is how you
in
get, like-
clubs. Like you're just flashing anybody.
like yeah,
Like I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like let's say if I ever gun to my head, I had to flash somebody, it would be you guys and my boyfriend. Like my girlfriends and my boyfriend. Like what? I would never ever in the world want to flash my boyfriend and his guy friends.
it's weird. It's really weird. Why do they like out of all of the people you want to flash? Why them?
It's like you want to sleep
And
with
it's
them.
so weird because she put a flower when she
With the
flashed
girls.
her friends, the girls, the bridesmaids. She put a flower in between her legs, but when she flashed the guys, the legs were just wide open.
That's what people in the comments were saying, being like, okay, maybe it was gonna be normal if she did the same, but she didn't do the same for the girls.
Yeah, she
for them.
didn't.
She like what?
And they're the ones that's probably even seen her hoo-ha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like my friends see me naked every time we take a trip. That everything's out. I walk
Bro,
around like there's no tomorrow.
They love walking around like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, we're fucking.
Bro,
Sorry.
like,
I was thinking we just had a sleepover, like not just, but recently we had a sleepover at one of our friends'. Sorry, it was just so funny. We
It was
just see
really
her out
funny.
the shower, but anyway, like that I get it. Like I
Yeah.
think that would be funny. Like obviously, like let's say when I'm married, my husband already saw me naked. I walk out to my friends that already saw me naked. I'm like, ooh, sorry guys. Like I don't know. Like if I had to, you know.
Yeah.
Like if I had to choose
you
an
had to,
environment.
but the things that you don't even have to.
I don't have
This is
to.
a choice.
Yeah, this is a choice.
That was her free will.
I'm not gonna lie. Now I feel like I want to do that though.
What?
One day, just flash you guys.
I feel like it. Maybe
Like, now I
I feel
think
like
it's
it
fun.
only calls Flash if they've never seen it before. I don't know.
Okay.
At this point,
Yeah, but I feel like one day, I'm just when you guys
Just
don't expect it, I'm
randomly,
gonna be
you're
like,
just like,
yeah,
okay,
I think
okay.
that's fun.
Maybe that
but
is
because
Flash.
they're my friends.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not gonna do this with my guy friends. Oh my god, I'd kill myself. Oh my god.
No, that's what I'm saying. It gets weird. Like, and even if those guys are her friends or whatever, I still think
Even
it's
worse.
it's really weird.
Like I don't know.
And I know that, I'm sorry, but bro, I would be, if I was her husband, like not even on no misogynistic crap or anything, I'd be like, who the F did I just marry? And why would you want to
Legion
do
part 2.
Oh my god, you're right. No, because I'd be like, I would try and force a smile, but in my heart, I would be weeping because I would be like, bro, the fact that you would do this,
I'm
I'm standing next to you.
I would get an annulment.
Like, I would be so embarrassed. I would really be embarrassed.
No, and like that lady said, what was not the lady. I'm saying if I was the wife, right, the bride, and he was the groom to be, and he did that to my girls, I'd be like,
what's the equivalent? Like, I feel like just him pantsing himself is, for some reason, a man pantsing himself is
It's funnier.
embarrassing.
oh,
It's like more embarrassing for him because I know it's just big boxers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just go all the way. They look like shorts.
what boxers? If he wears boxers,
Yeah, I mean, if he
you
wears
know, where
briefs,
the
maybe.
tidy whities.
I mean, maybe. I don't know why I just assumed they were even tidy whities. I don't know why it feels more embarrassing for them. Because I think it's because I keep imagining somebody just going behind them and going like,
Yeah.
but
What if it's like they have like a big pocket in the front,
if they have a big
and they just go
take
like,
the pocket out.
like let's say this is their crotch area, and then it's like a clip on, and then they just go bah, and then close it, just like she did. Like hers was open and closed. Like if he just goes,
What do you mean by that? Like, sorry, because I started thinking that you mean he opened it. I am woman.
like right in front of his pants, he has an opening,
Uh-huh.
and he just opens that opening.
I guess then.
Just leave it, honey. The mic is, you can't hear you. There. Oh, good job.
I guess it. I guess.
Closer to.
I guess it would be a little. I just don't think it's the equivalent. I don't know. It doesn't feel the same. Maybe it is the same, but it just doesn't feel it because he can. If he just pulls out his zipper.
No.
Her whole legs were out. You saw like the whole entire thing all the way up to her bikini area.
Yeah. But that's what. Okay, yeah, I guess.
She opened those legs mad wide, too, looking like a, like I don't know, like a grasshopper.
What is happening with you today?
Oh, sorry.
That might keep coming down.
I was trying to fix my thinking.
I was like,
this and,
the whole time I was thinking to it, I was like, what is, that girl hasn't stayed still since we started recording.
I also haven't
thing
taken
came
my
down. Medicine.
I haven't taken my medicine. Also, so I'm like, this is just me, like no Adderall.
This is who I am.
This is the real me, y'all.
No, I was sitting here looking at you like,
I never moved
something's
this much.
off.
You're right.
Yeah,
I don't move
this, she's usually like just like stay still, but this girl was like, everything came out, this thing came down. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, I haven't taken my Adderall this morning.
Yeah. This is me.
This is exactly where.
But yeah, no, I think that was crazy of her,
Bro, like I just can't imagine who is this for.
I think herself.
Because like I just can't. Is this something you're gonna show your children? This is when your mama flashed her your daddy's friends.
What was that accent? Sorry. You thought that's how they sounded? I think she sounds like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Like those stupid blondes.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably her voice. Y'all gotta keep this tradition going.
Yeah, this is funny. Okay, let's also talk about the wives or girlfriends of the groomsmen.
Oh, what does that mean?
Like,
oh, would you be mad? I would be
I would be mad. Like, not
be
mad,
like, bro.
but I'd be like, what?
Who is she? I would say, who is this for?
Yeah.
Who? Like, I'm so confused.
Like, imagine if your man was there. I'd be like,
even though it happened really quickly, and they probably didn't even have the chance to look.
what would you do if your man looked or tried to be?
But I mean, I think it would just be like
The commotion was happening.
I think that's what it was. I wouldn't even be mad because I'm not gonna lie. I too would be like, what's going on? Like, she got a baby coming out of there? Like, what's happening right now?
Open it up again.
Like, literally.
Then I'd be mad.
Like, wide load. Like, I'm still confused.
Yeah. No, I think I would be just annoyed and be like, yeah, this is the last time he in a groom's.
No,
whatever
for real.
they're
I'm
called.
gonna ask the bride beforehand. Do you plan on flashing the groomsmen? Like, just for my knowledge. Like,
No, that was
so I don't want to
weird.
be surprised.
That was definitely weird. I think she was weird for it, but I mean, hey, to whites the whites, huh?
Yeah, I guess
They were all whites in there.
They were all white.
Maybe you're right. I think they are from the south.
Yeah, right. It feels like it.
Gee doggy. I was trying to make like a valley girl and southern girl. I wonder how they sound when
Jeep
they're fancy.
doggy. I can't believe my mama didn't give me my keys to my little Jeep truck. I feel like I feel that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I was like, is this Chelsea I'm talking to?
Bro,
That was crazy.
that was crazy. No,
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah,
That was giving Patricia from the south.
yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how she sounded.
Exactly. I believe.
Wait, can you say something like, oh, I'm opening, no. Oh my god, guys, did you guys like that? I know you want some of this.
Oh my god, do y'all guys like that? I know y'all want some of this.
That was really good.
I swear, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Ever since the other day when I helped Angelica with something, I've been feeling like an actress. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like, bro, is this my calling? I've been feeling like an
I think
actress.
it was. Even though, guys, she was the director of my video that I needed, and then in one of the videos, I know this girl got tired. She wanted to go home. The whole studio light was behind me. The light was off. The camera was like this. The sign was off. I was like, what is happening? I was like, okay, honey. She was like, oh, I thought you wanted that to like show the studio. I was like, what?
But I really wasn't like trying to go. Like, I actually
Like you thought
thought
was
that
the-
like it was showing the like, you know,
Yeah,
like
the
the hearts they
vibe.
work.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, now Chelsea, why didn't you tell me? Chelsea, and I forgot to tell you that I was like, I wanted to submit it, that I even cropped it out, but then it was just my face, and then half of the sign was gone. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna re-record it.
And it's just better because you can talk more.
Yeah, I talked more. Yeah, but maybe I talked too much. I don't know. I even forgot to tell you. I edited after it, but then I was like, in my head before, I was like, God, let it be whatever I submit, and then I submitted thinking it was the one that I edited because I even like put more words in it, and then I submitted the original, the one I sent you. So I was like, that's the one God wanted. Let's see.
Wait, so you mean you edited another one where you talked more?
No. I just like took out some places, some stuff, because I was like, oh my God, I don't like that I'm saying this. This is so cringy. Da da da. So I took.
Wait, is it the one where you're like, oh, my little life? I mean, why would I say that?
No, I left that in.
Okay.
It was when I was like, keep being funny, keeping. It kills me.
Why?
Because I'm like, they're gonna be like, girl, you with the 224 subscribers are telling us what to do.
Imagine.
But yeah, I said either way, that's the one I sent in. Let's see, maybe they enjoy it. Sorry.
I think they will.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you, honey. I really like the ending, I think.
It was really funny.
Right?
Yeah.
But sorry guys. So yeah, that was her. I don't know. Do we have anything else to say about her? Should we go to the second?
I guess I was just gonna say, like, I think sometimes, like, I don't think, obviously I'm not trying to like politicize women's bodies or whatever,
Mhm.
but I just feel like who was that joke at the expense of? Like
her marriage.
I really think it was at the expense of her husband.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's weird. Like, I wouldn't like it if my husband. I feel like if, I guess maybe the equivalent is if my boyfriend just walks up to you guys and he just lifts off his shirt and he's like showing you his rock hard abs or something.
And we would look at him like,
I feel like it would be weird. You know what I mean? Because it's just not. It's not like he's just without a shirt playing a game, or he's without a shirt at the beach. He's without a shirt at the pool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a random place and he lifts up his shirt like this and then puts it back down. I feel like that's the equivalent.
sorry, I'm only smiling because for some reason I'm like, damn, I wish Dylan O'Brien did that. I'm so sorry. I don't know. It really just came to my mind. I started smiling here in the corner. I wanted people to know why.
You're so funny, bro.
I was over here like, sorry. The movie with him and the first time he had rock hard abs and he just looks so beautiful.
But I would be embarrassed if he did that. I'd be like, what the why would you do that?
Yeah.
You're weird.
Like, ladies, look.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly what it gave. Hey, yo, buddies, look what he got down here. And then for her friend, she said, look what he got. Psych. Y'all can't see it. It's a flower.
Yeah, it was weird. I think, like, if you were gonna do it the same
the
with
same
the
way.
girls and the boys.
I
Especially do it if she did that with the flowers with the guys.
It wouldn't have been that. I mean, it's still a little weird, but I feel like it would have been better.
I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But for the girl, I think you just chose really wrong.
Yeah, and I think it shows who. I feel like she might be a pick me.
Yeah, it's a given.
I think it was a giving.
Yeah. Fortunately, well, that was Chelsea as the girl that showed. But that was really good.
Thank you. No,
Yeah.
I actually really like.
No,
yeah.
she's gonna be an actress one day, guys.
Guys, watch out.
Wait, if you'd be in a movie, like if it was like your first acting gig, what would your dream role be?
I kind of
It doesn't have to be your first acting gig, like your dream role.
I kind of want to be someone like. It's either.
An eater? Oh,
Bro,
either.
I said yeah. Sorry.
An eater. I was like,
Is it a
monster? Like, yeah.
Okay, so I think I would want to be in like a broody drama that has to. I'm not gonna lie, I would want to be Drew
From your book?
for my book.
Okay.
Yeah, like I would want to be like somebody that's like has like a really moody drama with like so obviously some like funny parts or whatever, and like a coming of age story or whatever. Like I think I would want to do that, like because I also feel like the Hunger Games. I think about it, and I feel like in some ways that the Hunger Games obviously it's a dystopian story, but it also is a little bit coming of age.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah,
like that girl, she grew up. Even
bro.
though she was always grown for real. Katniss Evergreen.
Yeah, but as a character, she did grow. So like I feel like I would like want something like that.
Yeah.
Where I could show like my like passion, like you know, like have like deep like emotions and portray them like really well, but also like laugh and like cry and run. I love running in movies. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's what when I was like, you gotta run down the street.
Yeah.
I just love it. I don't know why. It's really weird.
No, that was fun.
It was fun.
I
yeah.
really liked it. No, but I agree. Like, I don't know. That's a good one. Like, I think I would want, but I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. If I get like a dystopian thing, I might be too scared because dystopians scare me. Like, that's a fear of mine that we're gonna go live through a dystopian. Like,
Yeah.
so it scares me a little bit. But I guess like, God, here I go with Dylan O'Brien again. I was gonna say the Maze Runner so I could act with him, but like in a real thing, I think like a futuristic thing, but a good one because I love like Spy Kids when I was little when they had the futuristic microwave and just to act like I'm living in that I think would be fun, or having magic like was just Waverly Place. Yeah, I'd like something like that. Yeah, but it's hard. Imagine guys that like in let's say 3 years you guys get this clip and then Chelsea, and then after that it's Chelsea running in a dystopian movie that she's the lead of.
Imagine, that'd be crazy, no?
Chelsea, wouldn't that be insane?
That would be insane. But I was just gonna tell them, you guys look out because in like a little bit we're gonna be making a movie.
Oh yes, we will.
Probably dropping spring.
Next spring? In a year, you think?
Yeah.
It's gonna take us that long? Yeah.
Yeah. To edit I'm not gonna lie. Angelica to edit.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Like, I feel like it's gonna take a while, and I don't think that's something you want to do like
Yeah.
quickly. You got other things to do. Like,
Yeah. I got other projects,
Yeah.
TRG. But no, that's gonna be a good movie.
bro, you don't understand how excited I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and to get us all
Oh
together.
my god, I gotta tell you. Like, I'll tell you like a little
Yeah.
bit later. I had an idea.
Good. And we need extras.
Oh my god, yeah. I asked somebody if he wanted to be an extra, and he was like, no. Can you imagine?
That's insane.
Right?
Mine doesn't have an option. But yeah, guys, so just stay tuned for that coming to theaters. No, oh god, I said
Coming
that so
to theaters near you soon.
soon. Next spring.
Next spring.
Okay. Second topic, guys, is the Colombian.
Oh yeah, the 3 girls almost got kidnapped in Colombia. I think they're in Cartagena.
Yeah, Cartagena. So basically, I mean, I didn't really watch the full video, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not trying to like, what's it called? Deny her feelings. She was talking too slow, and this generation, man. Like, I could have sat down and watched this traumatic story. I'm sorry, but she was talking too slow, even on speed 2. I was like, okay, whatever. It was already a slam to my country, so I was like, I mean, not that she was trying to slam it, but it was like, obviously, it's a little bit like, And then I kept reading the comments and being like, oh, well, this is what you guys get for making a country that was famous off Pablo Escobar, drugs, and kidnapping a place to go visit, blah, 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 blah. And this is where I get mad. But, Chelsea, you could say your feelings.
Yeah, I will say, like, as I watched the video, the girl, she was like, she's not trying to slam Colombia or whatever. She was just trying to tell her story. But I feel like most people who go through like something traumatic in a different country, they always say that. But the people in the comments, they always take it as an invitation to slam the country. Like, even in Mexico, like, where somebody, I think something like these Americans had, no, it was when that, you remember that girl, she had died in the villa with her friends in Mexico?
From the Airbnb?
Yeah, the Airbnb or something. And somehow, some way, even though it was the friends that were weird, they started blaming the country, saying, this is what you get for going to Mexico, da 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 da. It was probably the cartel, something, something. I'm like, bro, people like criminalize an entire country and everybody in the country. Like, I don't know why they keep doing that. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, the same way there's bad people in the United States, a lot of bad people. There's a lot of issues in this country. Like, you don't see, actually, you do see it. People criminalize America all the time. They're like, when I was in Australia, and it was during when Trump was president, you don't understand the way people are like, oh, you're American? How is it like with the guns and stuff? Like, how do you guys
They said
survive
that?
over there? Yo,
That's crazy.
they said that all the time. I was like, oh, survive pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like, I mean, obviously it's a very big issue, but
Yeah. But it's not like,
happening 24/7, like,
it's like,
at all times.
it's like, honestly, it's like just stereotypes. Like, even countries have stereotypes for real. Like,
yeah,
every person has a stereotype, or every, like, what is it? Like, minority? Like, any culture? Like, what is it? Anything has a
culture.
stereotype for real.
yeah.
But, like,
Ethnicity.
some people do these things and the others don't. Like, obviously, the thing that gets me the most mad is that people don't realize every single country has crime. Like, if they didn't, then it would be a utopia, but there's nowhere in this world that is a utopia. Sure, some have less, some have more, but every place has crime. And my thing is, like, you guys act like, oh my god, Europe travels, like, Spain, blah blah blah, so nice. Spain is also dangerous. Spain, they rob all the time. But I'm not gonna say, oh my god, this is what you guys get for going to Spain.
Even in Switzerland, we were there. We saw a man chase down a robber.
Check it out in the last week's video.
In the richest, like, area of Zurich, like, where there are all the, like, fancy stores, like the Beverly Hills of Zurich. We see this guy chasing this guy because this little kid just stole his phone.
Yeah. And then what? You guys are gonna tell us, well, that's what you get for going to
Zurich?
Switzerland? Like, it's like, every place in the world has beautiful places. Colombia has beautiful places. We've been ranked like number 3 in the world's most prettiest countries. So just because, like, obviously what happened to her was super bad. It's probably so traumatic. And I'm not mad at her at all for saying how she felt. Like I was telling Chelsea, if that happened to me in any other country, I would also be like, damn, this happened to me. Like, spreading awareness or whatever, like letting you guys know what not to do and what to do. But also, like, it's not for people to, like you said, take it as an invitation to, okay, now we're all gonna like boo boo Colombia. Like, I don't know. And first of all, many of you have never been. You guys just hear stories. It's like, it's just so, oh my God, I got so mad. Especially because I used to go to a white school, and then there was this guy that was Colombian, and he was my friend, but he was also like white, but he was mainly white. He didn't like speak Spanish or anything. And then I would always, since I was little, be like, Colombia, Colombia is my life, And then he would be like, oh my God, why do you rep Colombia? Like, Colombia's like only drugs, Pablo Escobar, like, oh, it's so dangerous. And then this other little white man, Will, you know who I'm talking about. Oh God, he would make me so mad. He would be like, oh yeah, like I would never go to Colombia. If I get off the plane in Colombia, I would need a private bodyguard because they would shoot me up as soon as I touched down. I would never go. And I was like, you guys are so freaking idiots. You guys are so dumb. Like, I go every year, and they would be like, you're the dumb one. Like, you're from the most dangerous country. Da 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 da. Like, white people don't know what they're talking about. You've never been. I don't even know where they hear these things from. Like, they heard of Pablo Escobar back in the 80s and 90s, and they think this is the life. What do you think people do over there? Like, I don't know they think we're over here like, the drugs. Like, I don't know. Like, they make me so mad. They actually believe they're going to step down the plane and someone's going to shoot them. Like, okay, maybe, I'm sorry, well, you were in 7th grade, but no, actually, we were freshmen in high school, and you said that to me in science class, first period. He's gonna be like, why does he remember this?
At 10:30 p.m.
No, literally. And the other guy, the Colombian guy, I'm not gonna say his name because he was actually my friend, but yeah. But yeah, you guys, like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's just so problematic, like. And I just think it just comes from like a place of like privilege and ignorance too, because like the same way that you talk about your like other people's countries, and maybe there's bad parts in literally in every single country. Like, if you go down to the hood is hood, the most ghetto at night,
yeah,
wearing dripped out in ice. Like,
what
do you think is gonna happen? Like, do you know what I mean?
There's that everywhere in the world. Like,
everywhere.
I tell my friends, I go to Colombia almost every year. Every year, God forbid, I mean, nothing has ever happened to me, thank God. I've never gotten what's that, robbed. Mm-hmm. I've never gotten held at gunpoint. But I mean, like, I'm saying this laughing because I'm like, there's some things that I'm like, I don't think would ever happen to me unless I'm in like a bad part or I'm just really unlucky. Mm-hmm. But coming from a girl who's 23 years old and has gone every year to that country, nothing has ever happened to me. But also, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's the safest place on earth. I'm never gonna say that. The US is obviously safer in more places, like, I would say. But in Colombia, like, when you're walking around, yeah, I can't walk around with my jewelry anywhere I go. I can't, like, be with my Apple Watch just like, hello, like, I don't know. But it's like, you're just not asking for it, but also, like, know where you're at. Like, also, if I go to Spain, I can't walk with my backpack on my back. Bro, Spain, they steal. But people don't like talking about that. I mean,
not even just Spain, just Europe, yeah, generally.
Bro,
pickpockets are just... Bro, I told you guys, in London... I saw the robber think about robbing me. Yeah. I saw the thought pass through her head. I watched her debate whether or not she should snatch my purse. She was on a bike. It was actually insane. I just stepped out the hotel, so yeah, that's the only scenario where I just step out. I step out from the airport and somebody tries to rob me. Like, I step out from the hotel. Yeah. There's a girl on a bike and she's watching my purse. I'm watching her watch my purse, and she's debating whether or not she should rob me.
Yeah.
This is my first day in London. I just literally stepped out. I haven't even been in London for 3 hours.
Yeah, literally.
Bro,
I think
I almost got
like
robbed.
1.5.
Literally.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, just I don't think everyone should just like listen to a story and be like, "Oh my god, that's going to happen to me."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like I've one of my dreams is to go to the Middle East for the or not the is it the Middle East?
Where?
No, I think it's Africa. Where the what's the seven monuments of the world are, but it's like one of them is like I where is that?
I actually don't know what. I actually don't know what the seven monuments of the world are. I've never
I
heard
mean,
of them.
seven wonders of the
Oh, the
world.
seventh wonder.
Sorry.
Which one?
It was the one with the with like a huge like Arabian Nights. They always play it on TikTok with that song.
If they're playing Arabian Nights, it has to be in the Middle East, no?
It is right. I'm pretty sure it's the Middle East, but it's like the sand desert place. And I've always wanted to go there, but people are like, "Oh, you can't go alone with friends, like with girlfriends." Da, da, da. I'm not gonna lie, it does scare me, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm never gonna go because of that. I'm obviously gonna follow the rules and not be like, not go alone. They say girls can't walk at night alone over there. Sorry, I don't remember where, but I'm like, obviously, I'm not gonna say, "Oh my god, why are people going? That place is so dangerous." Blah blah blah. Unless I go for myself and I'm like, I could see what it is. But I think honestly, every country is dangerous. Just don't go to the places that you're not supposed to. And for the girls that this happened to, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's like so embarrassing for Colombia. But unfortunately, there's like kidnappers everywhere. I just saw a story about this girl in New Jersey getting kidnapped a block away from her high school.
Dang, that's horrible.
Like horrible. Like unfortunately, like we just have to be attentive as girls anywhere in life.
Yeah.
Like anywhere in the world, we have to be attentive. Sadly, we can't walk around at nighttime. We can't do nothing for real without that being a thought in our mind. So, like, I'm happy she shared her story. Unfortunately, it was in Colombia, but I just don't think it's for people to be now like, "Oh my god, well that's what she gets." Like some people were like low key like giving that energy. Well,
Yeah,
you went
victim
over there,
blaming,
so
yeah.
like what?
No, they literally definitely were acting like Colombia was a country at war, and she went down into the middle of the war,
Yeah,
the
like-
battlefield,
Like what the heck?
and like just offered herself up.
Yeah, people are funny, bro. They're stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we want to say anything else? Okay. Well, now on to our history lesson, guys. Basically, I'm taking a history test, and I was like reading about history, and I was like, wow, history is actually really interesting. And my thing was, so the Native Americans over here and the Europeans, I was just telling Chelsea, I was like, I think they were behind the Native Americans just because, like, in history, like, the Europeans already had the boats, the big ships. Oh God, I can't say that word. Christopher Columbus was sailing the ocean blue. They had outfits already, boots, shoes. The Native Americans didn't have nothing.
I mean, they had clothes.
I mean, they had clothes, but they didn't wear shoes.
I mean, but that was their choice. That was their culture.
Yeah,
They weren't like, what's it called? Europe was dirty as heck.
the
Disgusting.
bubonic plague.
Like they needed shoes. They couldn't be walking. They were walking on each other's poop if they were walking barefoot.
Ew.
Ugh. It was disgusting. Talking about some advance, like
You're right. But like my thing is like no, okay, yeah. I also ChatGPT'd it and ChatGPT was like, well, they weren't advanced, they were all like they were just each focused on different things. Yeah. But my thing is the thing that interested me the most was like, isn't it crazy how they're both like in the same time, but just like how can they all like how was it so differently what they were focused on?
I think it's the same thing about evolution. How like the people in Africa, they like how you say this word, they developed like coily hair and hair that goes up to the sky because it helped keep them cooler in the hot sun, and how they had to develop like broader noses because of like air or something, and then how the people in Europe they had to develop like thinner straighter hair because it keeps them more warm, and how like whiter skin like
I didn't know any of this. That's cool.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
why the whiter skin?
I something I think it's just because there wasn't any sun. Like darker skin absorbs like
Sunlight?
I
Sun rays?
it protects them from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Having like darker skin, just like white people can't really survive in like with no sunscreen, nothing.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the black people should wear sunscreen too, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they will
They
burn.
get red, yeah.
They burn. We don't burn that easily.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you more resistance to the sun.
Mm. But I wonder. Wait, that's a good question because I always liked evolution, but I really didn't. I don't remember much of it, and but I don't remember ever learning this. This is interesting, what you're talking about. But so, how did the different colors come about?
Oh, just like I told you, like they develop darker skin because of the sun.
But then you're telling me, but then it's like, not everybody in Africa is white.
What do you mean?
Like you're saying, the Africans developed darker skin because of the sun. But then not everybody that's African is white.
Are you saying white?
Yeah.
What do you mean that everybody that's African is white?
like, like,
they deserve darker skin. They're black people.
but everybody no.
I mean, some people. The reason that's not everyone's black
It's
in
because
Africa.
of the colonizers.
Yeah, there's
But so in the beginning they were all black.
first of all, everybody came from Africa. Like that's where life started.
So that's what I'm saying. So then
They started in Africa, Pangea. They left. People went to Asia. People went to the Americas. People went to Europe. Whatever. They migrated. Some people stayed in Africa, and these places have different what's this word? Ecosystems.
Mhm.
They have different ecosystems. They have different like weather. They have different.
So they started getting whiter.
Well, they over years, Darwinism, like all the things like evolution will choose the things that benefits the people where they are living. Like people over time, like the giraffe will gain a longer neck because they need to reach to the top to eat the leaves.
What do they eat? Yeah, I was
eat
trying
the
to think. I was gonna say the apple, but I'm like, they don't eat apples.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
that's bad
I'm
random.
sure they do, but
Sorry, that was really random to reach the apple.
I think it's a saying, no?
The giraffe eats the apple.
No, the first one to eat the apple. There's a saying with
The
the
early
apple.
morning, the early bird gets the worm. I don't know. I didn't hear nothing about no apple.
The
the
tree doesn't
doctor-
fall from the apple.
The apple doesn't fall from the tree.
Yeah, I think maybe that could be. But wow. But my thing is just I'm like I just don't believe it. So let's say you, right? And you get a husband that's black. You keep having babies. The last one's going to be white? Like how does this happen?
Evolution worked over thousands of years. It didn't
like,
happen like
but that's why I'm
immediately.
like it's so weird.
Mhm.
Like I don't understand that. How does a giraffe just start getting okay?
It
The
also
giraffe
breeds. It breeds too. So like there's a giraffe with a longer neck. Like just happens to have a little bit longer neck. Do you know what I mean? And the short neck giraffe and the longer neck giraffe breed, and then their child's born with a little bit longer neck.
then they keep doing it.
Yeah, and that longer neck child has a baby with another giraffe longer. You know what I mean?
Until they're all long necks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. It's just like the colors what's throwing me off.
Well, the colors like
It's like so you're telling me a zebra could just become white in the future.
but why? It has to serve the species. It has to serve the species. White people would have a hard time originating in Africa. Like
Yeah.
where it's super like white people would have a hard time originating in the Caribbean. Even the Native Americans who lived in the like where we live now in the Caribbean, they were darker skinned Native Americans.
Yeah.
I mean, they were not like I don't think
Super tan.
Yeah, they were like they were brown.
Yeah.
They were brown people. And they had melanin the same way like Africans have.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but for me I just think it's so crazy how like I just think it's crazy how that happens. Like and then there's like a super pale person in Europe and it's like
But I cannot remember what the paleness does for them, but it does do something.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna Google that right now. What purpose does whiteness serve in evolution?
Okay. But that's super interesting. I never learned this. Where'd you learn this? In high school?
Yeah, high school biology. My dad,
Wow, that's cool.
he loves talking about this stuff.
No, this is interesting. Yeah, I never but I think also like I don't know, like The poor Native Americans, bro. Like, I wonder what they were focused on, but after some time, I think they should have had just focused on weapons for real. They kicked them out of their own little huts, their own little houses.
It apparently allows for better vitamin D synthesis somehow.
Mm.
I guess it helps them. That is true that black people, they need more vitamin D. Like during the winter, they tell us like black women especially to take extra vitamin D like supplements.
Mm-hmm. That's what we get from the sun, right?
Yeah, that's what we get from the sun. I guess it's harder for because we do. It's like
Oh, maybe because
it
the
makes us
sun
more
rays-
resistant to
Yeah.
the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't absorb as much sun as, and they guess what the whiteness has to. They absorb more sun to keep them. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's so cool, no?
It's super cool. Yeah, science is a super cool thing. Science and like, but like it's super cool, but also like it leaves you questioning. I don't like questioning a lot about life because then I'm like,
Bro, yeah, that's exactly me. That's why my dad literally always talked about science stuff and history and whatever. He's because he also is like me, questions a lot of things. But that's the reason why I literally question. It makes me question every single thing, and I'm not gonna say it's the best thing to do.
yeah,
Like sometimes it just makes me so angry because I'm just like, bro, like you will never know anything.
yeah.
There is nothing in this life that is certain. I don't even think 2 + 2 even means like is really equal
It's
to
something
4.
that man made.
It's
Like,
something that
who
man-made,
knows?
yeah.
Like, you know, and like my thing is also like I don't like thinking about it because when I think about it, I'm driving, I'm thinking about it, and then I keep thinking and thinking. And I'm like, you're right. I feel
Nothing
so
matters.
inferior. Like I'm like, who is this? Like, am I even a person? Like,
Yeah, it's exactly
it's
where
so
it gets.
weird.
It's so weird, and it's something that I hate also, but it's something that I like because I also too just don't want to be so. Maybe they're happier people, the people who never have to question anything, who never. Maybe there's the richest people who never have to wonder
Yeah.
whether or not like this is the only thing
But like
there is.
that's what I'm saying. They'll always have to wonder because let's say they know God is real or they know there's aliens and we were who created the aliens? There's never going to be a response to who created what.
Yeah, that's why that's what I always say. The easiest response is just to think that everything has always been here, and nothing has ever changed.
I can't think like that because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, where did we come from?
Well, the thing is, like, an energy can never be it cannot be created nor destroyed.
But it's so weird, Chelsea. It's so weird. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, we came from what is it? The science explanation of how world started from a little
just like
like
collisions and like condensing a bunch of gases and stuff.
like what? Like I just can't. Oh God, I always get this feeling. Sometimes, guys, I don't know if this is a crazy thing to say, but sometimes I think I'm getting close to the answer. But I watch a lot of dystopian movies, so like you know, in the movies, like when the like a person's getting close to the answer, and then in some movies they change the chip or like make them forget what they just thought of. Da da da. I always think I'm getting close to it, and then they like make me stop thinking about it because I always get scared, and I'm like, oh my God, let me stop. And then I'm like, is it them controlling me? Do they have like certain words that we can't say together, and they're like, doo-doo. Like I don't know.
I do think it's like really. I do think that it's really just something that you just have to accept. That like there is no answer.
Yeah.
And if there is an answer, we will die never knowing it.
Yeah. I mean, we will die, maybe find out. Maybe.
Maybe, but I usually just don't believe that we will ever know.
I don't know. Like, which one is your comfort? Like, which thought is your comfort? Like, being like, this is what I think, and this is what makes me feel okay. Like, is it the you're never gonna know?
Yeah, that's never gonna know. You know, I have an issue where I have to be right. I have to figure out something. Like if someone says something and I'm like, that doesn't seem correct, I have to go look for it to find the answer for myself. And I've always been like that. Like, I always need to know the answer. And sometimes it's helpful to me. Like, I feel better after knowing it. But if I know that no matter how hard I search, unless I go onto a secret mission and I go find the freaking the 10 commandments, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even then, I just feel like it's just gonna give me more questions that can literally never be answered.
That's true. For me, it's like, it's it's me thinking that, like, God or something. What is the belief when you believe something's powerful? Like, not God specifically, but
Oh, higher power?
yeah, like, I believe in a higher power. Like, I want to say it's God because I believe in God, but I also don't want to, because I'm like, I also just believe that there is something higher than us, like an almighty.
The thing is, when I think about that, is just then who created that is my thing, and then
It's
they
always-
say, well, it's just always been there.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, if that's the case, then we've just always been there. That's easier for me.
Yeah. No, and I agree, because I'm like, I don't understand, but I also don't think, like, I don't want to think about it like how the way the scientists think about it. If it's like, oh, we started from a little cell, or like, I don't even know the gases.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where did those gases come from?
From stars.
But where does like, in my head, I think there's more. Like, the galaxies, and there's more.
Galaxies, or what do you mean?
Like, the galaxy itself is another globe, and then outside is another world.
Worlds exist in galaxies.
I think there's another, like, I think this
You mean there's like infinite galaxies, infinite universes? You believe there's...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I think there's like another world in another galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of us?
Mhm.
Or
I'm not gonna lie, I think we're all humans.
you think there's no, like, everybody who exists looks like us? Like, there's no... And they all live on a planet like Earth. Not Earth exactly, but a planet.
Yeah. But then I'm like, wouldn't they be... like, imagine they come here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really scary. It's really scary, and it's very frustrating, because it's like questions that will literally never be answered. And I truly don't believe there's one person on Earth here who has the answer.
No.
No, I don't believe it.
I don't even think, like, the presidents are... I mean, they have
probably
answers
know
of
more.
something.
Yeah, they just know a little bit more. But, like, what? Like, what could they know that a random person themselves could not deduce? Do you know what I mean?
Wait, what do you think is something that they know? Or, like, a conspiracy theory that you're like, this is definitely something true, but they don't say it?
Like, I feel like if, like, our worst fears are true and we are all living in a simulation, or we are all the same person, just split up into billions of pieces.
That's a thing? And what, like, we all then connect into one person?
Like, we're all like God experiencing itself
in different ways. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that one. I think that's a cool one, honestly.
Yeah.
But then we would disappear.
I know. I think we just live.
I like that one. Mine is like, I definitely, like, I don't know. I definitely believe in aliens or something, because Area 51 exists, and I'm like, there's some sketchy stuff in there. Sketchy stuff.
Would you, like, if you could do anything, like, in this world, and, like, you had the power to be like the people in the movies or whatever, would you become like a spy, like somebody searching for answers, like breaking into government facilities, stealing documents, trying to, like, if you could do it, if you're like, I need to know,
like, without dying?
I mean, it's a risk. Like,
it
Like, you gotta shoot at people. Like,
I mean, if there's like if I know I will survive this, even though I have to shoot at people and people have to shoot at me, I'll do it. But if there's like a high risk I'll die, then I'm fine.
so I can't convince you for us to like break into Area 51 or.
With you, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like alone, like no. Oh no, with you, I wouldn't do it.
Why?
Because like oh my god, if you die, I'll die. Like I'll literally like take me with her. No, like that would be too scary. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a liability in my hands that it's too much of precious cargo. Like yeah. Oh man, the camera's about to die.
Oh.
Should we end it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, y'all. We hope y'all like this random assortment of topics.
Yes. Don't forget to like,
comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Two Random Girls. Bye.